Is this club about where you thought it should be at this point of the season?
I don't know, Meg. I don't know. I guess because I just set the expectations for having a good day. You know, let's make it a great day. Let's make it our day. Make today the best practices we can. Actually, let's make it the best of the season. And same with the meetings, practice and the meetings. Make it the best of the season. That's really the goal. So there are very high expectations for that. And yeah, the rest of it. I mean, I really just take it one day at a time, one play at a time, one game at a time, but see if we can improve one thing at a time, all the time.
What have you seen on tape from the Cardinals?
Good. You know, like everybody, it's defensively, offensively, kicking game, really well coordinated. Really tight, really well tied down. Quarterback, obviously pretty incredible player. A lot of skilled players, tough, strong players. Love the safeties. The edges. I mean, it's built. It's a strong built team.
You guys have gone up against some scramblers this year, high-level scramblers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Mahomes, Fields, even Broncos game with Bo next to another one here, and Kyler.
Right.
Facing that number of guys that are capable of getting outside the pocket and making plays with their legs, does that help you in preparation for Kyler this week?
Yeah. I mean, he's somewhat different than the ones we've seen. I mean, definitely. I mean, when you look at Patrick, Bo Nix, I mean, they're incredible, and you have to treat them like a running back. You know, you have to treat those kind of quarterbacks like they're a running back, and just you go tackle them. And Kyler in particular, I mean, he's as good or better than a lot of running backs. So never more true with Kyler. And yeah, all those quarterbacks, you don't want them out. You don't want them out on the edges, and we definitely something we can improve on. That's something that we can get better at. When you talk about getting better at one thing all the time, especially when we have free runners, not to let them get out.
Any advantage? Could you and Jesse have gone up against Marvin Harrison Jr. plenty over the past couple of years? Any advantage from that experience with Michigan trying to prepare a game plan for him this weekend?
Good question. I mean, I think it'd be a good question for Jesse. It's not coming to mind what that advantage would be. It'd be similar to all the players in the NFL that we played. That you played before, I guess. So I don't think it's a unique advantage. I mean,
just what makes him a dangerous receiver?
It's body control, speed, stature, strength, catching ability is, way up there off the charts. His ability to gain separation for a big guy, for a tall guy, big athlete, is exceptional. His ability to increase separation, because he has the runaway speed as well, and then the catch radius is, phenomenal. So much like his dad. When I used to throw to Marvin Sr., it was like just throw it near him, and he wasn't near as big as Junior, but they're the same type of player. I mean, just get it near them, and they're gonna find a way to bring it in.
With DJ Chark, would you expect his window to be open this week?
Yeah, we expect to open it today.
And then just with your run defense, what do you think has allowed you guys to play good run defense so far this season?
Yeah. Think of it as I think of it as a run wall. Puna Ford's been incredible. The inside players, Morgan Fox, Scott Matlock, Otito, Aboyne have been great. So they create that wall, they get that penetration, and they get off blocks. And then the edges are able to, like a bit like an accordion, squeeze it in from the edges, and that's the run wall. And then the linebackers have been playing really at a high level. Denzel Perryman, Dan Henley, those two in particular have been great. We're getting the support from the secondary, from Derwin, and Aloe had 10 tackles. Being able to tackle is also vital and key. And same with the corners. The corners have to tackle too when they have to tackle. So just good team defense. Everybody running to the ball has been really good. And you have to say, I mean, we were very effective in this past game of taking the running back run game out of the equation.
Now, when you are building a run defense, and that phase is performing well, how much of it is just building a mentality of physicality versus how much of it is like schematics?
Oh, they're all pieces to the puzzle.
Is one more important than the other when you're building it?
I wouldn't say one's more important. It was kind of like the carpenter. What's more important, the hammer or the screwdriver or the saw? They're all real important.
Kind of staying on run defense, how impressed have you been, I guess, with Khalil and what he's done there?
Yeah.
And what does it kind of say for younger players to see him continuing to play that well on edge?
I'm glad you brought that up. I mean, K-Mac is, if there's a early MVP candidate for the Los Angeles Chargers, it'd be K-Mac. Would be right at the top of the list. I think it's so cool he created his 31st caused fumble of his career. In the time he's been in the league, since he's been in the league, nobody's created more fumbles than Khalil Mack has. No one has caused more fumbles than Khalil Mack. But his ability, and he had some great rushes in the game as well. But he's doing it all. He's doing it all against the run, against the pass. Early candidate for whatever accolades that anybody who really knows football would bestow. He's deserving of them.
When you see him on film before you take this job, or before you get started, really, do you realize how accomplished he's been and how dangerous he can be to an offense? How disruptive, I guess, maybe is a better word.
Yeah, I have watched it. There was a game last year. It was against the Raiders where Khalil and Thule both. Pretty much single-handedly shut down the run and the pass. And I made the statement. Both of them, I texted Khalil and Thule, like, I've never seen this before, where two edge rushers, won the game for their team. And it may never happen again, but then again, it just might, because, Khalil is that guy. He is that player. It's phenomenal, just to be around on a daily basis. Everything he does, it's at the highest level, whether it's in the training environment, the meeting environment, the practice environment, the game environment, pregame, halftime. The way he leads and the way he communicates is incredible. And when he talks, people listen. And it's just the tone setter, example setter, tremendous understanding of the game. So I know he'll play for maybe several more years. If he ever decides to go into coaching, he will be a phenomenal coach. I hope he chooses that path after he plays. Yeah, just one of the best I've ever been around. And I also have to add that it is always with, well, there's never any shameless self-promotion or, it's at the high, I mean, you talk about humble and hungry. I mean, it's humble warrior, I mean, that'd be his picture right next to it. That's everything that, and that's just, I mean, that's just some of the things that he brings to the team. I mean, he's just right up there with the most productive, the most, the most, engaged. There's a word, I love that word, engaged. He is engaged all the time for our team.
Is there something about Khalil that you maybe didn't know or you didn't get a chance to appreciate watching from afar that you've learned about him now? How we get to see this guy work this way every day.
Yeah, of course. I mean, when you're not there every day, you don't know. I mean, what are they really like? What are they like? I mean, there's probably heroes that people have that they wonder. You can see they're great at what they do or they're a great player, but then you find out, well, this guy is a great husband. He is a great dad. He is a great teammate. He is spectacular in every way. I mean, he's so evolved and just as a leader, as a human being. To me, he's like one of the most evolved humans I've been around in every way. I mean, kind of like like Leonardo da Vinci, a great athlete, but I mean, just a brilliant person too. I just can't say enough good things about him. But yeah, you don't know that unless you know that, right? I mean, you're just looking in through the keyhole or watching on TV or even watching the film. But yeah, there's he's special and in the best kind of ways, and just love being around him every day. I mean, daily, weekly, monthly. It's been a joy to be around him.
You signed Eli Apple to the practice squad on Monday. Just how much of a benefit is it bringing another veteran corner in?
Yeah. Yeah, competitors welcomed, to the Los Angeles Chargers, and ready to go, ready to attack it with him. That's get out there on the field today and see what he's gonna bring to our team. I mean, that's what we're all kind of, hoping for the best. That when you add a new player, it's like, what are they gonna do? What are they gonna do for our team? What are they gonna bring our team? And you're excited to see it. So we'll all see it today.
How close is Joey?
So working through something.
Jim, when you talk about Khalil, Sully being in that room and obviously being a young guy, promising, how much do you think these first couple of years have been beneficial for him in terms of being around Khalil and Joey and Alba?
Yeah. I mean, incredible. I mean, a blessing from God to be around a guy like Khalil Mack when you're a rookie, first-year player, second-year player. He should have to be beating them off with a stick, for them to be always asking questions, and I see it, and they just watch him, K-Mac's the kind of guy that he just does it by example, and then when he says something, it's like, wow, and it's said in the fewest amount of words, with the most amount of content, which makes it the best.
How have you seen has blossomed at all this year?
Yeah, he's been a stud. You know, not just in everything he does, he attacks. I mean, he does it just like K Mack. I mean, it's almost like they're you know, pretty similar. You know, except for how many years they've been in the league. You know, their approach to the game, and I bet if you asked Thule, I mean, why is he that way? But K-Mac has had a lot of influence on him. I can't say that for sure, but just what I notice, the way he goes about his business too, is the same way. Thule, there's never any kind of shameless self-promotion either. And you'll notice he's on the kickoff team. Thule's on the punt team. You know, willing and ready and able to do anything to help the team. And yeah, he's that kind of guy too.
As far as your status, everything's been okay the past couple days?
Yeah, good news. Just talked to the cardiologist before I came in here. Got some test results back. The heart of an athlete is a direct quote from my cardiologist. So that made me feel good. And he said stress test was really good too. I think he used the word incredible. I think he did. That my stamina was incredible, and heart got stronger as it was more stressed. So, and yeah, back in rhythm. Hopefully that that sticks. We'll got the monitor on. So good news. I took that as a compliment. You know, blue twisted steel. Feeling good about that.
When you had your first ablation, that was while you were still a player, right?
Yeah, that was in 1999.
I mean,
I was a Charger.
Yeah, was there any concern going through that at the time?
No, it's just always been a real blessing. I mean, every time I've had the, it's literally been while I was like at, in front of the doctors of the team. You know, first time it was Jerry Heizon, and I think I passed out right at his feet. So I was just in the right place at the right time. Same thing when it happened in San Francisco. It was during a game and here during a game. So it's good. And then you get those tests. They said the arteries were good and flowing good. So yeah, felt good. It's just it's good. I mean, there's nothing. It's the blessings of God. You know. I mean, we'd all be goners without those blessings. I'm here to tell you, but also football. I love football because it's the right medication, you know, to be in football. It keeps you young, keeps you fit, keeps you vibrant. So I look at that as the right medication. We got the right doctors. You just trust them, and I just listen to what they tell me. They say take this test, do this, do that. I mean, I'm coachable. I mean, I don't think there's anybody anywhere that could ever say Jim Harbaugh wasn't coachable. I don't think anybody's ever said that. So I approach listening to the doctors the same exact way as listening to one of my coaches.
There's nothing else that goes with this. You don't have to change your diet or do different exercise or anything, do you?
No, I said, yeah, I mean, I'll probably do some things, you know, probably less Diet Coke and more water and some other things like that. Yeah, attacking the oatmeal in the morning, doing some stuff, you know, try to keep up. But
6 weeks in, any concern about Scott Matlock's workload right now, playing all three? Because I think he's averaging 40-50% of all plays.
I mean, it's always something to monitor. We're monitoring it. We're in practice. We monitor it. We monitor the meeting time to make sure he's able to, because it is offense, defense, and special teams. that he's doing. I mean, true Swiss Army knife right there. He's been willing, he's been ready, he's been able, and make sure that. But he's got the heart of an athlete. You know, he's got this incredible stamina. So, let him go out and have an opportunity to be a hero. I mean, when you're a football player, I mean, you got opportunities to be a hero every day, plus twice on Sunday. You know, so keep giving him that opportunity. He's doing an incredible job.